Sorry, my Wi-Fi is being kind of slow. I'm trying to open up the document right now. Um, all right, got it. Abdi,
Here.
Patty,
Here.
Emma,
Here.
Jack,
Here.
Noah,
Here.
Peter,
Present.
Jenna,
Here.
Crystal,
Here.
Bree,
Here.
Elias,
Here.
Willie,
Here.
and I'm here. Jasmine,
Here.
Nicholas,
Here.
Grace,
Here.
Natalie, all right. Peyton, Andy Peyton, okay. Suzanne,
Here.
Lucas,
Here.
Andy,
Here.
Olivia,
Here.
Kyrie,
Here.
Bridget,
Here.
Kristen,
Here.
Tyler,
Here.
India,
Here.
Payne,
Here.
Emily.
Here.
All right.
Okay, thank you, Bennett. Is there a motion to approve last week's minutes?
Motion to approve last week's minutes.
Second.
Second. All those in favor? All those opposed? Any abstentions? Alrighty, that passes. There is no guest speaker. Is there constituent comments? You could put an asterisk on the chat box if need to be. Alrighty, transitioning on to cabinet reports. Chief of Staff, Emma.
Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. First off, quick heads up, there's like a little bit of a delay in my dorm room regarding internet. So like I see someone's mouth move and then like 3 seconds later I hear what they're saying. So if at any point I like interrupt you or cut you off, please just say in the chat or just turn your mic on. I don't want to cut you off, so please just let me know because I don't know any better. Okay, so today I met with Casey Cole, who is the advisor for Gator Activities Programming, or GAP for short, and Fraternity and Sorority Life, or FIZZLE for short. There are so many acronyms here, and as an 8th semester student, I still don't know them all. But we had a pretty positive meeting today about the mental health initiative that I'm putting together. I will be sending an email out to respective Greek letter leaders later this evening, and also to relevant GAP student leaders, so that's exciting. Friendly reminder, if you are really interested in putting this together with us, please just email me. I love emails. I live in my inbox, and I'm more than happy to work with you. Second and last thing, if you go onto the ASG Instagram page, there is a Google form link to reach the question Google form for the presidential election debate next week. Please don't open it on your phone. That can cause a lot of issues. It might like shut you out. So if you can do it on your computer and then it doesn't work, let us know. But that's just the form that students will be using to ask both tickets questions. Yeah, we're not having a meeting next week because of the debate. So if you have the time, please cheer on your fellow candidates. It is not easy running for things, so cheer them on. Are there any questions?
Any questions or comments before we move on? Okay, actually, just real quick, Emma, where would I find the like live stream for the debate? Is it through Facebook or?
That is to be determined regarding a live stream. I know that we want a Zoom call with it. We could record that. Those logistics have yet to be determined, but I'll be in touch if those develop, okay?
Okay, thank you. Alrighty, on to Attorney General Jack.
Yeah, I don't have a ton either, guys. In regard to that last question, that kind of segues well into my first point. As you guys know, debate is next week. We're going to be running a tech check this weekend, probably early this weekend, so Friday or Saturday. And at that point, we will know for absolute certain which mode of streaming will work the best as far as audio-wise, presentation, camera, stuff like that. Also, in regard to election stuff, my meeting with thank you very much, Camilla. My meeting with Dr. Cole got postponed to this Friday, but he is locked in as the moderator for the debate, and he's looking forward to that very much. I encourage everyone, when that link to the Google form that Emma previously mentioned, encourage your friends, encourage your peers, ask questions. We want the student body to be as involved in this debate as much as possible, so be involved. And I want to have a number of questions to present to him prior to the debate that show what he can expect as the moderator. Transitioning away from the election, I have Ages. I've been talking about their club for probably 3 weeks now. I've mentioned their approval. I believe, is Ollie here?
I'm here on behalf of Ollie. I'm Marshall, and I'm the other co-president.
Cool. Do you want to, I won't steal your thunder then. Do you want to talk to Senate real quick, just for a little bit? Give a brief synopsis about what Ages is all about. Marshall, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I muted myself for a second there.
You're
I'm
fine.
not sure how that happened. So basically, Ages was created before our time, so we're still working on defining Ages, but it is a place where other trans students and non-binary students can come together, you know, have that sense of community that we're all looking for. You know, that's a really short rundown of it, and as we're forming, we hope to add new meanings and stuff to the club to be able to help out in different ways that the community needs and to be able to support our students. Does the Senate have any questions for me at all?
Let me just say, when the Rules Committee went through this Constitution, it was evident from the jump. We went back and forth on a few different drafts, but it was evident from the jump just how inclusive and welcoming this club seems, and how great of a initiative they have seems. Their Constitution has been in the works for a while now. This is long overdue. But Kristen, what do you got?
Yeah, when we looked over the constitutions, they were wonderful, and it will be such a great club. And it reminded me a lot of GSA Club and LGBTQIA+, and I loved it. And I can't wait for it to be a club if it passes.
I will need a motion.
Motion to make Ages a club.
Second.
Okay. Marshall, can you hop out and then we will add you back in after the vote?
Yeah, of course. Thank you, guys.
Okay. All those in favor? All those opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, that passes. You guys can let Marshall back in now.
And then, so thank you guys. I think, as I just said, I think that club is a great addition, and I really look forward to the work that they're going to do. I'll have a number of other clubs they're pouring in. I've been in contact with 3 different clubs this week, and they should be in attendance at not obviously next week, but the following week. Do you guys have any questions for me, election or otherwise, for the time being? I hope everyone is having a healthy and happy start to the on-campus portion of the semester.
Ready? Any other questions, comments before we move on? Oh, yes. Marshall, if you're back in here, congrats. You were passed. Yay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Alrighty, on to communication and press. Bree?
Hi. So our newsletter went out a little bit ago, and then we have a Mitigator post coming up. We did Mindful Monday yesterday, and then we have 2 club features. I'm meeting with MOCA and WARC on Friday to go ahead and do those club features. And I also met with Emma Highland to work on how to, increase participation within ASG and with our newsletter. So we're going to be working on ways that we can revamp our newsletter so it's more public and open to a lot of different students, as well as administrators and faculty. And then we're doing a collab with ACHA and Dr. Murrow. So Noah and I actually met with her to go over some of the things that we'd like to see for our quarantine students. I mentioned it last General Assembly about the big box of stuff that we have. So that's in the works. More planning to come, and I'll let you guys know, but that's it.
Thank you, Bree. Any questions or comments? Okay, on to Director of Finance, Noah.
Good evening, everybody. I only have 2 things for the evening, which is very uncommon because it seems that I like to speak a lot in these meetings. So the first thing is we have a finance request that needs to be approved from Black Girl Magic. They're going to have a speaker fun here. It is Women's History Month, so they're going to bring a very, very talented speaker to come to the school to speak to the women population about, I believe it's resiliency. It's $1,000. It'll be coming out of the speaker budget. And before I get to my next point, I would like if we could vote, if anyone minds.
Motion to approve BGM's finance request for their speaker this week.
Second.
All those in favor? All those opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, that passes.
Beautiful. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that because that helps me get into my next point. The next point is more or less a point of transparency from my office to the Senate and the students. I just wanted to highlight some of the points of how much we've been spending so far this year, as it has been a very, very unusual year for the events that we've had at the school and how much money we've spent. So as you can see in the minutes from the general budget, we spent $7,840, and that's about 6.31% of the budget. We spent $0 from the surplus and also $0 from the Student Action Fund. And we spent $5,000 from the speaker budget, which is just 25% of that allocated budget for the year. In February 2020, we spent roughly about 62% of the general budget. So we're fairly ahead of, or fairly behind of where we were, which kind of gives me a lot of hope for the rest of the semester, with a little bit more of financial liberation, as well as I'm hoping to end this year with a nice sizable surplus total in for the year, which help which will help jumpstart, I think, in my opinion, next year. Because as you know, COVID has kind of put a wrench in the works for social events, but hope any money that ASG does not spend gets put into the surplus budget for next year. So I know that this year has been rough for social events, but next year there will be a larger allocation for money. So whoever the director of treasury is at that point, they'll have more to work with, and they'll have more ability to liberate and create social events and give out more funding next year. I know that this year has been rough, especially for the clubs. So next year and what's left of this year, I'm hoping to be and have more opportunities to be financially liberal, I guess. I hope that you all had a beautiful second week. You only got 10 more to go. We can do it. Thank you. Oh, wait, do you have any questions?
No questions or comments? If not, diversity and inclusion, Peter.
Hello, you hear me, right?
Yes.
Thank you. So the two things I mentioned last week were community fridge and kind of expanding the textbook exchange program. So I have a meeting with Carly Massaroff from Access Allegheny and just trying to see how we can set up and expand that for the general students. And regarding the community fridge, I also have a meeting with civic education to see if they could get on board with this. You know, more stakeholders we have, the better. It'll make a better case for the school. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Any questions or comments? On to organizational development, Bennett.
Hi, y'all. Once again, I haven't got a whole lot. You know, stay safe, stay healthy, do good in school. And yeah, if you need anything, let me know.
Thank you, Bennett. On to student affairs, Jenna and Crystal.
Hey guys, so we have a little lengthy report. Today we had campus-wide community standards. Unfortunately, Crystal or myself couldn't attend, but Skylar Romilly, she's a student representative on the committee, shared her notes with me. And their meeting basically today talked about Gator Pledge enforcement. Trey from the counseling center talked about the counseling services and how students are like reaching out. There's a move-in update from Dean Thompson. There's some information about dining. Public safety did emphasize that there's been a lot of issues with parking, with cars parked in the wrong place. And so they've been giving warnings, and they're gonna start doing citations if it continues to like happen this way. So just, park your car in the right place so that, no one has to get a citation. We also had talked about it Tuesday today, and unfortunately no one came again. So we're going to take a break from that, and we're going to kind of figure out how we can revamp it or make it more interesting and make students want to come. So whether that be in-person tabling or bringing guests where students can talk to, such as maybe dining services or public safety, things like that. So I've been having meetings with other colleges who have free feminine products on their campuses, and I've already met with 8 campuses, and I think that's something that we really need at Allegheny, considering that we're a small school. I just think that this is a need, and so I'm going to continue to work on that. And I just feel like this is my baby. I'm invested. I've been working on this since last year. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know, but that's it for me.
And to add on to Jenna, if you haven't already seen it, the sticker is finally placed on the first floor of the CC. So go and check it out. And apart from that, I'm working on a project that I don't really want to discuss right now at the moment until I finalized everything and have it concrete for you to know. Okay.
Alrighty, thank you. Any questions or comments for either Jenna or Crystal? Okay, on to community relations, Elias.
Hey y'all. So not much. Just finalizing the questions for the restaurant week survey. Going to be sending that out to everybody. Keep an eye out for it. Like any survey, it's only good if a lot of people do it. Yeah. You know, hope everyone's having a good semester. Stay safe.
Okay, thank you. Any questions or comments? Okay, Peter, go ahead.
Yeah, so I remember at one point last year, there was a survey collected, and Jason, the president, he mentioned that like there were some aspects of it that could potentially violate IRB. So, I mean, what aspects of that, of like ASG collecting a survey could run afoul of IRB?
I'm not sure. I haven't actually looked into that. I will get on it. But I think Lucas might have wanted to say something about it.
So IRB, if you just email, I believe, Gina Panzetta from SLI, she can help you get that sorted, Elias. But like, it's really easy. You just have to do it because I got in trouble and I got yelled at. So don't get yelled at like I did last year. But yeah, just go to Gina and she should be able to hook you up with the correct people.
Okay, thank you, Lucas. Emma, did you have anything else?
Yeah, I was just going to say emailing is a good way to go. If you have any doubts, you can email Camila, you can email Gretchen. They're really good references to go to. In Lucas's defense, we didn't tell anyone about IRB requirements, so that's totally not like his fault at all. He was just doing what he thought was right. But yeah, just run it by IRB just to be safe.
Okay, thank you. On to sustainability and environmental affairs. Willie.
On today's edition of How Much Food Will Willie Eat During GA, I'm talking about the Green Box Week tabling, which will be next week. Massive props to the class of 2024 who was able to meet with me. I told them kind of how the system worked, and then they signed up for a ton of times. I believe Kristen and Payne finished out their service hours just with this event. We still have times available, so right now, the only available times are 11 to 12 mainly. You should all have that link for the Google Sheet, which I will paste in the chat right now just to make life a little bit easier. Basically, the most open hours are 11 to noon every day of the week except for Tuesday. Just a reminder that Wednesday is our like free day, so that where there's no scheduled classes on that day. Really glad about that one. These can be counted towards service hours on all that other stuff. And in terms of what we're planning on Kelly and I am planning on doing on raffling, we're planning on giving out raffle tickets throughout the week to people who use the Green Box system during this time. The grand prize is going to be essentially like a collection of, fun items from local Meadville places such as the Market House and the Green Shop, places like that. Like, we're going to get like, that really nice soap, stuff like that. And just because a lot of people still are kind of iffy about leaving campus, I am, even after the quarantine's done. So this will be a nice way for people, especially first years who might not know what the Green Shop or the Market House is, to like, go and like you get like a little glimpse into it. Yeah, and I think, well, I know it popped up, but I think that's all that I have to say. Yeah, and I see people signing up already. That's a massive load off of my chest, so thank you for that. I'll take Noah and then Bree.
Willie, I have to be the unfortunate bearer of legal news. According to Article 2, Section F in the financial guidelines, you'll have to register your event with somebody. I believe it's SLI or ASG. But giving away things in games of chance are illegal under Pennsylvania state law without a license. So we'll have to have a specific event that's registered. So you and I, let's meet at another point and discuss that.
And why is this the first time I'm hearing about it? Because I've been saying this for like past couple months. I just want to know why I'm hearing about this now and why Noah was the only one to tell me. I'm kind of just wondering from everyone here. Kelly hasn't said anything to me about it. That might be just something we overlooked. I'll text her right now. I assume that's what Bree and Emma have to say. Well, Bree had to say, but yeah.
Willie, it's incredibly easy and we can do it together tonight. It takes 5 minutes. We can do this. It's not hard at all. It's just one thing to make sure that ASG doesn't get in any trouble simply because when ASG can avoid trouble, I think we all will appreciate that a little bit, but it's not hard at all. And we just have to register the event. You and I can do it together, most definitely.
Okay, I'll text you, Noah, and then Emma.
Yeah, my comment, I thought you were just trying to get the event like reserved on campus, which I'm happy to help you do. I was not aware of that law personally, but if Kelly Bolton didn't notify you, something tells me it's not a very, I guess, intense law, if that makes sense. I'm not saying we should violate laws at our pleasure, but all I'm going to say is something tells me maybe homicides will be tackled before this. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, Kelly, like me, Kelly, and Parkhurst have been working on this for a good amount of time. So I figured that we have all of our ducks in a row, and that's just something Kelly took care of. Since this is kind of a joint operation between my office and hers. So I'm going to again text her right now, clear some air. Bree?
That was not what I had to say. I was going to ask you for the advertising side of this. Whenever you put something together, if you want me to put something together or one of my team, just let me know and we can get that advertised on our social media. And then I was going to ask if you plan to do sustainable Sundays again.
I did forget to do that this Sunday. Yes, I've just been trying to get used to like being back on campus again. That's an oversight on my part. That's just something I need to tackle. That'll be for this Sunday. I'll do something about the Green Box Week, and yeah, I'll text you some things about some advertisement stuff, some more details. We're still finalizing some last minute things, so just some last minute things. But yeah, anyone else? Yeehaw.
Okay, thank you, Willie. Before we transition into class reports, is Jack still in the call or did he end up leaving?
Jack left, but he asked that if any legalese things come up that he asked me to address them.
Okay, beautiful. Because we do have Sean Sweeney, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, from the Billiards Club. And he said that he would be here tonight. So I'm not sure if we could pass that, or does it have to be under Jack?
Do they have like their paragraph with them? I would simply because I would prefer to have this go under Jack because I'd rather, I believe that Jack was just hoping that I would answer questions regarding the Constitution. I don't think that he wanted me to step into his role and swear clubs in and vote on them. I would prefer to leave that to Jack as that's his responsibility.
Okay, Sean, are you still in the call? I did receive your direct message.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so I'm sorry about that, but I would say, do you have a little brief introduction of your club? And then most likely what's gonna happen is you will have to come back to our next GA, which is not next week, but the week after. I'll put down the date on the chat so you know exactly what day, and then that's when you will get like you'll get officially passed for the club. So would you like to give a brief introduction first though?
Yeah, sure. So basically it's a technical term. So we want to get like an organization together that we can like make leagues and have competitions for the competitions because I didn't have anyone coming into school here, and I met a lot of friends on the pool table. It's just a great place for everyone to get together and just.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but like the voice coming through, it's very like I can't understand. Can anybody else understand the audio?
I cannot.
I don't know what's wrong.
Maybe try without your headphones.
True.
Point of order, if I may, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
I just messaged Jack, and he has granted this GA session the authority to pass or not pass Billiards Club for, I believe, the first round of voting.
Okay, beautiful.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, that's a lot better. Yeah.
All right, sorry about that.
You're fine.
I guess I'll just restart. So if anyone's not familiar with billiards, it's the technical term for pool, like where you play pool on a pool table. And people can get together and play pool on the pool tables because I've made a lot of friends on the pool table. I didn't really know anybody coming in here to Allegheny, and I've met a lot of great people. And I've met a lot of people that are interested in pool but don't know a lot about it. So we want to have an organization that allows people to come and learn about the sport and get together and play it. And the other issue is there's only one pool table right now, and that's in the game room. Like 15, 20 people that want to play pool. So we're trying to get another pool table and like more access to it for everybody. That's pretty much all I can have ready for you.
Alrighty, thank you, Sean. I'm gonna ask you to step out for a quick second, then you're gonna come back into the meeting after we vote. Does that sound? I'm sorry, what was that?
Do I just leave and then come back in?
Yeah, so you'll be in the like little weight room.
Oh.
Okay, beautiful. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve the Billiards Club for the first week of voting.
Second.
All those in favor? All those opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, that passes. Bree, you can let Sean back in. He's in? Yeah, okay. Sean, congrats. Your constitution got passed for the first week, but you will still need to come back on the next GA, which will be, one quick second so I could pull up on the 16th. So on the 6th, you'll have to come back and you'll get voted again.
All right.
It'll be, okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, on to class reports, class of 2021.
Hello everyone. I don't really have much to report other than Friday we're having a meeting with Gretchen Beck to discuss senior week since we all have questions about that. And also we're planning on having this contest, like senior design t-shirt contest. It will be open for seniors. And the prize that we're hoping to give are some AirPods, but I did email Noah to discuss about the budget about the class of 2021 because I don't have no idea if I should do it through like any other club, but other than that, that's it.
Hi, I was muted, my bad. Noah, go ahead.
Jasmine, I'm in discussion with that with Stacy, talking logistics, but I'll get back to you. I pinky swear.
Okay, thank you. Any questions or comments? Class of 2022.
Hi everyone. So we have nothing new to report. Right now we're working on our first event, which is going to be in 2 weeks, and organizing end of the semester events that we hope to work with all the other classes with. But that's it, and we'll keep you guys posted.
Thank you, Natalie. On to class of 2023.
Hi, we have nothing new to report, but we are working on something right now for the future, but nothing at the moment.
Thank you, Andy. On to class of 2024.
We have nothing to report, but thank you so much, Willie, for taking time out of your day to join us at our weekly senators meeting. That was fantastic of you, and we now know a lot more about the green boxes.
Thank you, Kristen. On to VP's report. We are planning, well, we're starting the planning of Winterfest. Since everything is still in the works, if you guys have some ideas that you think might be cool or really fun for people, just let any of us know, and we'll gladly take that into consideration. Just as a reminder, we don't have a GA next week on the 9th. The debate will be that day. Please attend. It will be fun to watch, I guarantee. But that is it. Any questions, comments? Okay. On to President's report.
Hello guys, just a quick message, just relaying a message from the curriculum committee. There will be a survey put out by administration asking for student feedback on the Module 1 experience. I think student participation will be important, just so we can make the Module 1 system kind of better going out, and students can have a say and make their voice heard to administration, and just providing the cons and pros that people had with the Module 1 courses, so it could be smoother for the next time around. But that's all I have, and happy Women's History Month.
Okay, thank you, Abdi. We do not have any unfinished business, but does anyone have new business to bring up? Let me just click to the screen real quick to make sure. Okay. Any constituent comments? Camila, any advisor announcements?
Yeah, first of all, sorry everyone for no camera. I've been having a ton of internet issues today, so I'm hopeful that this will kind of help reduce the problems. So far it has. I've been able to hear everyone great. So yes, I will get you all more details on Winterfest as soon as possible. Unfortunately, I've not been able to meet with Gretchen just yet, but I think we have a pretty solid idea of, what are some of our options. So that's good news. When it comes to IRB, it's a fairly straightforward process. You just have to get any survey, like any sort of research approved by our IRB to ensure that it's ethical. But it happens all the time. And actually the ASG survey has been through that process multiple times. So it shouldn't be a problem. And I'm happy to work with you guys to get that done. And I look forward to seeing you all at the debate. Good luck to the candidates. And let's all just have fun with it. Thank you guys.
Okay, thank you, Camila. Do I have a motion to close this meeting?
Motion to close today's meeting.
Second.
All those in favor? All those opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, that passes. You guys have a good night.
Bye, thank you. Have a really nice